Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, back for some more NHL 18 news. That's right, we're on day number 2 of the news videos. If you guys missed all the videos that I did yesterday, we broke down the gameplay trailer and took a look at all the features, took a look at the pre-order bonuses, gave you guys some information on the beta that's coming at the end of July. All those videos are on my channel. Make sure to go check them out. Give me a subscribe if you guys have not already, to get all the up-to-date NHL 18 news. But in today's video, we're going to hit a couple things that I missed yesterday, and we're also going to look at a couple new things that came out today or have surfaced today that nobody caught until yesterday. And we're going to knock on franchise mode, Hockey Ultimate Team, and a brief look at the Vegas Golden Knights Arena. So let's start with franchise mode. And obviously the one big feature that we talked about yesterday was that the Vegas Golden Knights and a new 32nd NHL team of your creation could be brought into the new expansion draft feature of franchise mode. So the centerpiece of franchise mode is the new expansion functionality, which lets you take control of the Vegas Golden Knights, or a 32nd NHL franchise, and walk them through the expansion draft. Players that the real NHL teams choose to protect will be untouchable in the expansion draft as well. And once again, guys, I'm getting all this information from a post that was made on EA's Reddit page. If you decide to add a 32nd team to the league, you can customize their arena, team name, logo, jerseys, and mascot. And what I have found out is you actually can play as a different team and give the CPU control of that 32nd team that you create, which is pretty awesome, I think. So you can create the whole entire team yourself, and then you can let the CPU take care of it while you decide to play as, I don't know, maybe the Carolina Hurricanes, for example. For those who hope to play through a few years before expanding your league, you are out of luck. You can only add the 32nd team at the beginning of a new franchise mode. So you can't go 3 years or 4 years down the line and then decide to add the team into the league. If you want to add that 32nd team, you have to do so right from the start. The addition of the expansion draft can also be played out from the other side as one of the other 30 teams. Like I said, you can set your protected players list and see who the Golden Knights pluck off your roster. I explained that yesterday. In welcome news for hardcore sim fans, EA Canada finally got around to adding mid-season contract extensions. These negotiating windows follow the real CBA rules. A lot of people have been asking for contract extensions mid-season, and you will be able to do that. So if you are having some issues with your salary cap for the next coming year, but you want to lock up that one player immediately, you can do so throughout the season in franchise mode this year. To reflect the youth movement in the modern NHL, expect to see a lot more NHL-ready players in the top 10 of drafts. You may also be able to find more gems in later rounds than in previous years. So the way Tactics explained this, thank you Cole once again, he said that a lot of the top 10 picks in franchise mode this year will be like higher 70s and lower 80s overall players, making them NHL ready and viable to be put on your team right away. Instead of like this year where you're going to maybe draft like a franchise player, but he's only 50 or 60 overall. You still have to wait like 3 years for him to get ready. So I find that will be pretty cool. And the fact that you can find more gems in later rounds in previous years. I feel like they did a good job with that this year, and they're going to improve upon it for NHL 18. I know I always see X-Tech retweeting a bunch of your guys' franchise mode steals, like you found this high elite player in the 5th round or the 6th round or something along those lines, and they actually turned out to be really good players. But you guys are playing GM or franchise modes like 15 years into the GM mode already. But still, I like the randomness. It's pretty cool. And then EA did a lot of work with fine-tuning player picking potential and player progression. They hope the draft class will mature more organically as a result. So this fixes the morale issue as well. Like, say you have a third line role player, but you're playing him on the second line, he won't lose morale or get upset when he is actually getting more ice time than he's supposed to get, which makes sense. Going along, CPU-controlled teams now have a better understanding of their future cap, which will govern its decision to re-sign restricted free agents or potential unrestricted free agents. If they know they probably can't re-sign an RFA, don't be surprised to see him on the trading block. So I like this idea that the CPUs will try to get values for those players that they can't sign and try to trade them to a team like a playoff team or a team that has cap room that might be able to sign somebody, just so that you get value from a player that you might potentially lose. I know, for instance, if you wanted to play franchise mode right from the start with the very first roster update that came in this game. After year number 1, you would find guys like Tyler Johnson, Andre Palat, Ben Bishop available from the Tampa Bay Lightning, all available in free agency for you to be able to be signed. So the way that is worded, it looks like the CPUs will do a better job trying to get value or trying to sign those players. EA did a lot of work to create more blockbuster trades, especially in the weeks leading up to the trade deadline. CPU teams are now more open to trading highly regarded prospects like Jonathan Drouin. So one thing that I do like the new franchise mode system and GM system in the newer generation of games, but if we wanted to look back at the old GM modes, the one thing I really liked the best was the trade deadline. I like the fact that you had a limited number of phones. I like the fact that you were limited to a certain number of hours in order to get a deal done. The game made the trade deadline actually feel like a separate event, like the All-Star game or like the Olympics and things like that, or the World Cup of Hockey, even though those aren't available in franchise mode still. It made it seem like its own specific day. I really wish they would bring that aspect back into the game, but it does seem the way they're wording this is that the CPU teams will reach out to you a lot more on the days leading up to the trade deadline. So you might simulate one day, but you might get 3 trades in one day from 3 different teams for a specific player that you might have on the trading block, which I think is pretty awesome. Player morale has been tweaked to better account for player and team performance over team chemistry. Struggling players will have morale problems, or players who are driven by winning and missing the playoffs. This may affect their willingness to resign. Like I said, where you play them shouldn't matter. Some people might want to win, some people might want to make the playoffs, and the morale might affect that. If their morale is affecting your teammates, then you might want to consider getting rid of them. And then finally, EA Canada completely reworked the franchise mode hub to surface a lot more frequently used menus. Going to the proposed trade screen required clicking through 2 menu systems last year, and now you simply need to click over to the upgrade team blade. So it looks like the menu systems have been changed a little bit. That's always good to note. It's going to be much more user-friendly to get to where you want to go in the franchise mode, and that's always a good thing. So I like these changes to franchise mode. Once again, we'll still get some more information when the blog comes out in the coming months, but I like the direction that franchise mode is going with the new expansion draft and the upgrades to the AI and CPUs for team control. Now, let's talk about Vegas. Let's talk about those Vegas Golden Knights. So apparently, on YouTube today, I didn't even see it. It wasn't in my sub box. It was on, my homepage of videos, recommended videos to watch. It was on under EA Sports' NHL YouTube page, which I completely forgot they had one. I wasn't subscribed to it. You guys should subscribe if you aren't. And they had a video showcasing the T-Mobile Arena. So here's some footage of that right now for you guys. Just quickly showing off the arena for the Vegas Golden Knights, the home field. Once again, just like that, the basic thing that we've seen before with the atmospheric arenas. It looks pretty cool. I like the Jumbotron there. The home ice looks pretty good. It's empty, but I'm sure that place will be rocking with a lot of fans when you actually want to play in-game there. So that's pretty cool. This is verified from their YouTube account. Their YouTube account is verified, so it is the actual one for the game and the company for EA. So this is an official video, as you guys can tell. This was supposed to be released today, and it definitely was. So there's a little sneak preview for you guys of what the T-Mobile Arena will look like in NHL 18. Now we'll move on to the team preview screen. This was mentioned last night. I think Saad found this out first. I know it was from a TSN video. As you guys can see, the TSN logo down there in the bottom right corner. But they were doing an interview with Connor McDavid, the cover athlete for this year's game. And then in the background, we can see the startup screen for when you select your team. And you have the best overall player from that team be represented through a spotlight. And then you could obviously jump into the game from there. It looks like Calgary's on the other side, but it's being blocked off by that poster. You guys can expect to see this probably in Hockey Ultimate Team as well. I like squares better than I like circles. I don't like the way the logos, your team logo showed up, especially in Hockey Ultimate Team, or the blockiness of the logos in this year's game when you're picking, like, I don't know, a team for a shootout or just a play versus right now. I didn't really like that all too much. I like the squares. The lighting looks really good, even though the TV screen looks absolutely terrible. It's still gonna show your top overall player, so you know people will back out in Hockey Ultimate Team if you have a really good guy from the start. But still, I think that's pretty cool, and I like squares. I like squares more than I like circles. Next up, NHL loyalty bonus. So this was in the pre-order offers. There was actually a little link you could click down at the bottom of the pre-order offers. Shout outs to my boy TDI, Drunk Italian. Make sure to go give him a sub. He was the one who actually found this out. I retweeted him as well. And there's actually some interesting text in this blurb right here regarding the loyalty bonus. So this offer is being issued to you for promotional purposes only and does not have a cash value. Offer expires, blah, blah, blah. Valid for new purchases of NHL 18. You must log in with your EA account to Products Hockey Ultimate Team game mode and logged into the same EA account while playing NHL 15, NHL 16, or NHL 17 to receive the in-game jersey for the corresponding year, valid wherever product is sold, limit 1 per person. So the way that fancy wording is supposed to be described is that if you are using the same account that you've played NHL 15 HUT for NHL 16 HUT, and obviously NHL 17 HUT, you will get custom jerseys from each of those years in this year's game. They did something like this in FIFA Ultimate Team, where I think a recording artist actually had his own jersey design, and that was put into the game. So if you've been playing NHL games for the past, going to be 3-4 years, if you played all the way back Hockey Ultimate Team since NHL 15, and you've used the same gamer tag and account for that, you will get more than likely 3 custom-made Hockey Ultimate Team jerseys for you to use in-game. I don't know what they look like. I don't know what they're going to look. Well, I don't know what they look like. I don't know if they're going to have any value to them. Probably be non-tradable, my guess. But yeah, you guys get some custom jerseys if you've been playing Hockey Ultimate Team for the long haul here. And regarding Hockey Ultimate Team, one last thing to talk about. This is from the press release of the NHL 18 game on NHL.com. First sentence right there. Additional features include the new expansion draft coming to franchise mode, Hockey Ultimate Team solo challenges, and a new hockey training camp designed to ensure players have immediate success on the ice, and much more. Once again, they go to talk about the multiplayer options, HUT, online versus NHL 3s, Hockey Ultimate Team solo challenges. Now, if you guys don't know what solo challenges are, don't worry, I'm in the same boat with you guys. I had to look it up first. I knew they were in Madden. And it's basically an offline mode where you compete against the computers. There are certain criteria laid out in these challenges, and you can get coins, you can get players, you can get packs, you could probably get logos or jerseys or anything cosmetic that you would want to pimp out your Hockey Ultimate Team with. You will probably more than likely be able to achieve those things in this year's Hockey Ultimate Team solo challenges. The way they have it in Madden is really interesting because they have it separated by like certain skill sets, where in Madden they have like running back challenges, quarterback challenges, wide receivers, kicking challenges, defense, offensive challenges, things like that. I could see them bringing that into a certain aspect in NHL Hockey Ultimate Team, where you could have like face-off certain challenges, defensive challenges, goalie challenges, score goals, have a passing percentage, anything that you guys can think of, anything that comes up in like the advanced stats of a HUT game, shots, goals, passing percentage, power plays, penalty kills, anything of that kind of sort. We could probably expect to see something along those lines in Hockey Ultimate Team. Now, I don't expect this to be on the level that MLB is. MLB The Show does a great Diamond Dynasty mode where they do like solo challenges, but that you can complete if you play the computers. But then they also bring like these challenges into online games where you have to, pitch a certain amount with a player that you can unlock. What are they called in MLB? Are they called like programs or something like that? I think that's what they're called. I don't know. Or they have special events in MLB where you have to do a certain amount of thing in a game so many times so that you unlock the next tier to get a player or coins or stubs or whatever the hell they're called in MLB. But I think they're taking it one step at a time. They used sets in last year's game, so now they're gonna upgrade it once again to include solo challenges, and I think this will be great for the people that want to grind them out, get those players, get those packs, whatever that the rewards are going to be, and it also gives the offline guys who like to play HUT, because yes, guys, there are people that play Hockey Ultimate Team that don't play online. They just play the computers. Fairness to them. and they just want to get a really good team. They don't want to play against other people, and that's fine for them. If they enjoy playing the computers, all the power to you, man. And they just want to build their own unique Hockey Ultimate team, and they could just continue to grind versus the computers. I have no problem with that. Every year in NHL, when I'm playing the game usually early, I grind against the computers to just get some coins. It's the easiest way to do it. If you can manipulate the computers in a certain way, these challenges will be easy for you. But I'm expecting to see that there will be some definitely interesting challenges to complete, especially if they're goalie challenges. I think a lot of people will have trouble with them because they're not that great at goalie. But I think that's a really good aspect to add into Hockey Ultimate Team for both the online and the offline players. They have something to grind once again this year, in addition to, you know, grinding games, grinding sets, grinding draft champions if it's in once again this year. And I think people will really enjoy that. So, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe as always for all the updated NHL 18 news. Let me know what you guys thought about all the information in this video. Do you like the franchise and expansion draft aspects to franchise mode, as well as all those new improvements? What do you think of the new Vegas Arena? What do you think of the menu screen? And what do you think of the new additions to Hockey Ultimate Team, including the solo challenges and the fact that we will be getting hopefully a lot of customizable, not customizable, but unique, I guess, prizes. I guess that's the easiest way to say it in this year's game if you've been a long supporter of the EA series. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. More NHL 18 and regular NHL news to follow. Stay tuned.